Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Steve Hayes, and I am subbing for the Groverland men who are out and about in the world. So I want to welcome you to Unity this morning. I'm so grateful to see all your faces. You know, the world needs more community, healing, and connection. And Unity is really a place for those things. Unity is a place where we celebrate and practice spirituality. So I am grateful for all of you for being here today and being part of that. And I want to ask, are there any people here today from another Unity outside of the Boulder area? I can see the hands. All right. And another question is there anyone here for the first time? Very good, welcome. So we actually have welcoming packets for you. So keep your hand up if you're brave. And in that packet is information about our classes. And there's also a coupon for the bookstore to give you a copy of today's service. So please grab that packet. And there's also more on the way out if you need that. So I'm wearing multiple hats today. I don't actually have a hat, but so the next thing would be to move to our announcements. And we're only going to have one announcement today, and there's actually information about an upcoming training that is happening here at Unity, and it's a flyer that's attached to your bulletin. It is called the Q process. You know, here in Unity, we teach that our lives are a reflection of our consciousness. And so if we want to change our lives and our world, we need to start in our consciousness. But what do we do if we have a limiting belief in our minds? If we have a deeply set pattern that repeats in our life? How do we change something that's in our subconscious? Well, to do that, we need something besides the typical mind and ego-based approaches that we typically use. We need to use a heart-based tool. So the process is a training. It's not a class, it's not a workshop. It's a program designed to give you a new tool to help you access the subconscious and change the stories that run your life. It's a 6-week process. There's actually 3 weeks of content, and then there's 3 weeks of coaching, live coaching, to help you use this tool. And this tool uses all the latest cutting-edge science and understanding about compassion and mindfulness. So if you are looking for a powerful way to change your life in this new year, then I encourage you to check out this training called the Q Process. And you can sign up for it online or in the bookstore after the service. And I'll be in the fellowship hall if you have any questions as well. Okay, now I'm going to turn my hat again, and we are going to have a moment of prayer. So I encourage you to drop anything in your hands and relax in your seat. You go ahead and just take a few deep breaths, and we're going to do some heart-based prayer today. Again, take a deep breath and imagine breathing through your heart. Feel that air flowing in and out through your heart. And with each breath, feel the refreshing spirit coming in and out through your heart. Connect to that source of unconditional love and light in your heart. Father, Mother, God, we are grateful for the pattern of love that is inscribed in our heart. We ask for your guidance to learn to relax and rely on that pattern in the very core of our heart, that pattern of love that is in the core of the universe, and indeed expressed and in all things. Let us take this moment, centered in our hearts, breathing from our hearts, and take that love energy and see it and feel it expanding out from your heart until your whole body is encompassed. Your whole body is encompassed with that love. We are whole and healthy. And now take that love that comes from your heart and expand it even further out into the community. And affirm that we are connected. We are empowered, living in a community of love. And now take that same love that comes from our heart, expand it even further out into the world. In fact, encompass the whole world with your heart. And just see the world as safe. See the world at peace. And see the world as one world. Father, Mother, God, we ask for your guidance that when there is strife in our lives or we see strife in the world, that we breathe and let go of wrong and right and return to our hearts And instead of seeing wrong and right, let us ask, Spirit, how may I bring love into my life, into this situation, into this world? And help us trust and know that your guidance will be there. Father, Mother, God, Spirit, we are grateful for your unconditional love and light. And to this we say, Amen.
Well, I think it's fine building jumbo planes or hitching a ride on a cosmic train. Switch on summer from a slot machine. You get what you want if you want it, 'cause you can get anything. Oh, we've come a long way. We're changing day to day. But tell me, where do the children play? Children play. We roll on roads over fresh green grass for your lorry loads, pumping petrol gas, and you make them long, and you make them tough, and they just go on, and it seems that you can't get off. I know we've come a long way. We're changing day to day. But tell me, where do the children play? Children play. The sky, scrapers fill the air. Will you keep on building higher till there's no more room up there? Will you make us laugh? Will you make us cry? Will you tell us when to live? Will you tell us when to die? I know we've come a long way. We're changing day to day. But tell me, where do the children play? Children play. Where do they play? Where do they play? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I have a cheat sheet here because just for confidence. Here we go. We're gonna, y'all can sing this with us. It's a repetitive chant and a very nice message, and that is, there is only love. And if you can believe that, then all the other stuff doesn't matter. Here we go. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. It's a love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. It's love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. It's love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. Thank you.
Thank you for all that beautiful music. Oh my goodness. Raven Wolf, they're amazing. They're the ones that opened this up today. And then Sierra and the Unity Band, I mean, just amazing way. There's only love. Boy, if that's the affirmation of life right there. There is only love. So today is the second talk of a 5-talk series that I'm giving on the Ultimate 2020 Consciousness Challenge. This series is on creating a clear plan and setting goals for long-term success in healing, relationships, finances, more harmony, more joy and happiness, for planting a strong foundation for an awakened 2020. We live in a similar life year after year because we aren't committed to changing old behaviors and limited thinking about ourselves. Did you know that whatever you long to experience outside of you is an aspect of yourself wanting to be birthed? So today I'm going to rehash just a tiny bit of what I spoke about last week so that you'll know where we're heading today. So my first slide from last week was from Love Without Conditions by Paul Ferrini, and it goes this way. Eliminating scarcity thinking. How you view life depends on whether you feel lovable or unlovable, worthy or unworthy. Either way, you will create an external situation which reinforces your opinion of yourself. All preoccupation with supply comes from living in the past. Lack is simply the remembrance of old wounds. These are too easily projected into the future. To end scarcity thinking, you must forgive the past. Whatever it has been no longer matters. It no longer has effect because you have released it. And so last week I made a joke that they had 2.5 days to forgive everything from the past for 2020. And I know that was a tall order, but did anybody accomplish that before 2020? All right. See, look at that. You just eliminated scarcity thinking right there. You are going to be so abundant this year. I can't wait to see the beauty that's going to come into your life this year. But for the rest of us who still harbor anger towards others who have let us down, they have betrayed us. It could be parents that didn't raise us correctly. Whatever it is, whatever the cut is that made you feel like you were less than, makes us project out into the world something that is limited. And we don't believe that we're actually worthy to receive the opulence and the beauty from this majestic, powerful, abundant universe. We walk around scared. We walk around in fear. And so we might be visualizing something that we want to create in the new year. We might have even done it last year. And we wonder why it didn't come into fruition in the year. But the truth is, it's so much more than visualizing what it is that we want to create or change in our lives. It comes from a vibration of healing. One of the things that I always say is that if we are still judging a speck that's in somebody else's eye and we have a logjam in our own, then we have not healed ourselves enough to be in a place of wholeness. People that stand in the state of wholeness are people that know thyself, they love themselves, and they recognize that they're perfect children of God. And so therefore, nothing can hurt them, make them sick, or make them afraid, because they're made in perfection. And unfortunately, more of us are scathed and cut and hurt in our hearts coming into our adult years. For some reason, that's a part of the human experience. That's a part of the world experience, which, in the Course in Miracles says the world is an illusion, but it doesn't feel like an illusion when we have been betrayed and we've been talked out of our good by being hurt. And then the intellect now projects from a vibrational place that I'm broken. And then brokenness is trying to work in the law of attraction. But while we're saying we want something, we're really saying what we don't want on a vibrational level. So we're attracting more of that vibrational level of what I don't want or what I'm afraid of. Fannie Lou Hamer says, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Who says that statement? I'm sick and tired. I'm a mom, so I say it all the time. I am so sick and tired of being at the door, leaving my house, when I've told my son 75 times to get his shoes on before we leave. He's 13 years old. At 9, he could do this, but at 13, it's just gone out the window. It's just a hormone-walking human. He stands there like, why are you getting so upset? I didn't hear a thing out of you. I have no idea. The 75 times I've said it. But Katya is standing there, my 12-year-old little girl, who's like, God, can't you just get your shoes on? Jeez, Ty, she said it like 75 times. Like she's trying to set me up for success. I can handle the global issues of life and I can guide you guys to God, but I cannot handle these little simple things that just pull the rug out from underneath me. Don't you relate with that? We can handle the catastrophic stuff, but it's those little grating things that just get you. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Unfortunately, I don't see a quick fix on that one, so we'll just move on from there. That's just... I have a daughter that's 23. I never had that issue with her. Girls just get smarter and smarter and smarter. I feel like I have like a little co-parent in the house at this point. She's, picking up after him. But if we feel stuck and we feel like we've tried everything and nothing will give, this is the time that we need to start praying before bed and asking for a sign. Writing gratitude journals at night and recognizing, even if it's just a few things, to recognize that gratitude at night so that you open yourself up vibrationally for more things to come to you to make you grateful for. Putting out to the universe that you want to awaken. Until we realize that we can get in control of our vibration and our intellect, we're basically being moved around like a washing machine by the experiences of life, your job, your spouse, your kid, your this, and you're just kind of being thrown around. And every once in a while you have a good day and you have a bad day, but we're still blaming others for our happiness or not our happiness. But the truth is, on a spiritual journey, the only thing we can fix is ourselves. When we're judging others, it's a direct reflection on something we are judging in ourselves. They may be going through life and they're going with blinders on and they're hurting people and they're doing whatever, but that's not your responsibility. What you are responsible for, that when you are seeing something in your mind's eye that somebody else is doing that you do not like, do know that there's something innately in you that's a part of what you're seeing in that person. And that the more you really don't like it, the more it's in you, unfortunately. So it's pretty easy to find your way back to center. You'll notice that you'll talk a lot less. You'll say things about people a lot less the more you realize when you're speaking about somebody else, you're speaking about your truth, your unhealed parts. When we're living in the state that we're being moved around by a washing machine like this, we're looking from the little mouse view of life. A victim, fearful, worried, nervous, anxious, filled with anxiety, depressed, because we're overwhelmed, because we're still looking to the world as if there's something out there that can bring us happiness. We're grasping, we're trying to attain it in the world, and it just simply can't be found there. And when we finally realize that it can't be found there, eventually we'll crumble, and we'll get quiet, and we'll feel defeated. And some people really get depressed. But some people will go inside. That's how the universe gets our attention. When things are falling away that you're attached to, you're attached to it. Why are all these things falling away that I'm attached to? Because you're looking to the things of the world to heal you. And the things of the world are not of spirit. And spirit gets us when we fall onto our knees and we say, why? Why is this